Hi guys, so today I'm going to do another Halloween vlog about the movie It. And the movie It is based on a novel by Stephen King, and I have the book on my Stephen King bookshelf over here. I'll show it to you. See, it's right here. I don't know if you can just see it or not. But, yeah. So, I'm going to do it, and Stephen King is he is one of my favorite authors of all time. He really is. He's really, really awesome. And I really enjoy his works. His works are the best ever because it's what our nightmares and fears are about. Like clowns. If you let any little kid watch the It movie, it would probably make them think twice about clowns. Okay. So, yeah. So, Stephen King, he is one of the best people in the world, probably, for writers or people who love his works. And It is one of my favorite movies. It was the first movie I ever watched as a little kid. And my dad, he loved Halloween movies. He used to always want to scare me and everything. So we would watch movies we watched Chucky. I think we would watch Chucky most of the time. And It, when it came on TV, I never had the DVD of it until recently. I don't even know how long I even had this DVD. But yeah, it's the best clown movie ever. People can say, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, or the Clown Club, and clowns on different commercials and in different sort of movies are, good. But I think the starting point that started all off with Stephen King's It. I think it was May 1994. I think. So it's probably either 20 or 21 years old right now. Sorry, my fingers in the lens or whatever. I'm sorry about that. I'm using my right hand to do it instead of my left hand to film this video. So that's probably why everything looks different. But the one thing I like about the movie is when I was a little kid, it was the one movie I could watch and not get afraid of. Until when I would get older, I would be so afraid to take a shower because I think there's a part in the movie when they're all teenagers and the clown comes out of the drains. I was so scared about doing that, or in the girl with the blood that comes out of the sink. I was so afraid that was gonna happen to me. I don't know why. I mean, it just seemed like it would happen to anybody because it seemed like it took place in a royal, I can't even say it, place with just ordinary people. And it was sort of I don't know how to explain it, but I really like that movie. It's one of my favorite movies still. I still love that movie, even though I'm not afraid of clowns at all. But oh my god, that was so weird movie. It made you think about clowns in general, I think, because it made you want to think about, okay, clowns, it used to think about, can clowns really be that happy all the time? And when that movie came out, it was no, there's always got to be one clown that goes around killing and giving out balloons filled with blood in it. But this movie is a long movie. It's in two parts, if you want to think of it like that. One part is when there's 7 kids and they're all teenagers, and then they come back in the second movie as adults to kill the monster. In the first part, the clown is they try to kill the clown in that movie, and then in the second movie, they don't kill the clown. In the second movie, they kill something else. I feel the one time John Ritter, I think his name is, that was the best thing probably he's done ever since he did Three's Company. I don't know if he did any other movie roles besides It, but in that movie, it seemed it seemed real because he wasn't doing a comedic role. He was doing a horror role, sort of, kind of. It was sort of like it had comedy. This movie had like comedy in it. It was a horror movie and it was drama, like all in one. And that's one thing I like. Is like, and it looked real. Like it took place in a real place. It wasn't a made up character, fictional place you could see in a book. And I think they did everything in that movie correct in the book. Like when they did stuff in the book, I haven't read the book in a while, but I do know when I read the book after I seen the movie and everything, it seemed like it went along with the book perfectly. And, you know, like, the Under the Dome, I know the Under the Dome is a series on CBS they've been doing of his, greatest, like, 1,000-page book that he has written, like, in the, I don't know what year it was, like, 2009, I'm gonna say, I'm not really sure. But, yeah, and that does not go with the book at all. It does not go, it's not based on the book at all, because they never really got out of the dome and Under the Dome, in the Under the Dome book at all. But I think when you do a series that's based on a book, you don't really think, okay, let's do a TV series about it. You want to do a movie about it more, because if you do a TV series about, like, one of his books or somebody else's books, like Harry Potter books, let's go say, for example, you're going to run out of material eventually, and then people aren't probably going to watch it, because people always say, you know, you always have to go on the book, because people are going to know what happens. Like, most of the people probably read the Harry Potter books when they saw that movie. I don't know if anybody read the Under the Dome book, because it takes, like, forever to read. But, yeah, but going back to it, and I'm sorry that my finger is in the shot, but it was one of, like, my favorite movies ever, because it made something that was normal into something that was scary. Like, clowns, you would see them everywhere, like amusement parks, circuses, birthday parties, whatever, and it made one simple change, and it turned the whole way we think about clowns in a way that's, like, really gruesome. Like, people, when they're adults, they might be afraid of clowns, and it could be from that movie. Like, who knows? I said, you know, people are afraid of clowns. I mean, like, you know where it could have stemmed from? Like, that movie. And that movie is, like, the best one, I think, they ever based off a Stephen King book. I mean, of course, there's, like, Pet Sematary and The Shining and Christine and everything, but that one was the best movie ever made. It was, like, the best. It's the most, like, horrific sort of books. Like, you know, if you watch, it's sort of not even for Halloween. It could be for Halloween or, like, the autumn setting. Like, I would watch it during, like, fall, because it's in Maine, and when I think of Maine, I associate it with, like, fall and everything. So I really like this movie, and I think it would be a good Halloween movie to watch on Halloween, because it is, like, the best movie ever. The one thing I never really knew was, I wanted to look up who played the clown in it, and the person who played the clown actually is the person who voiced the dad on Wild Thornberrys. And if you ever watched Roseanne, like in the earlier seasons where he worked with another home flipper kind of guy, I forget what his name is, but that's him too. And I was like, oh my god, and it sounds exactly like him, and I was so weird, because I'm like, when I hear that voice when I watched Red Thornberrys before, when I was little, I was like, that is the same guy who played the clown. That's really, really, really weird. But I'm going to leave it off at that, and I hope you guys go out and rent this, or see it on Netflix, or watch it on TV, and I'll see you guys next time.